37 today on day 2 of the May Insurance Test Match against Pakistan. Any questions for Pat? Please raise your hand and we'll get underway.
Right. Just first the catch. Sort of similar one in Pakistan last year. Can you just take us through?
Not really. What was next? It's just one of those ones that's off the bat they're pretty hard to pick up, and they either stick or they don't. Luckily, that one stuck. I think in the other hand to what I think it was going to go in, but yeah, it was satisfying wickets. He was playing well.
And on Babar as well, last week you got his outside edge, you set him up nicely. And the balls that he bowled today were really top.
Yeah, it's a dream ball. That's what you try and bowl most balls, but it's rare that it comes off. So yeah, really happy with that one. Yeah, wicket feels like it's got a little bit in it if you get in the right areas, and yeah, the odd one seems in, so I was pretty happy with that one.
There is a big compilation already of your green balls back over the last 6-7 years. Are you someone who has you can replay those green balls in your head?
Yeah, there's a few. For me, it's always a bit of a feeling, like in terms of like if you bowl a really good ball that beats the outside edge of the batter, you're trying to recreate that feeling again and repeat that, which obviously doesn't happen all the time. But yeah, there's a few.
Pakistan had a pretty good start today. They're going pretty well there. How do you think you placed after that last session?
Happy with how we played, so I was pretty happy to get above 300 as a batting group. I thought it was tough work and they were bowling well, so happy with our batting performance. And then yeah, to have them 6 down overnight, still a fair way behind, puts us in a good position. I think the wicket's going to get better and better. So obviously, yeah, it sets up nicely for the morning. We've got to start well. But yeah, really happy with that last session. I reckon we talked about that enough.
Mitch Marsh 5 years ago comes here and gets booed by the crowd. Today they're singing and chanting his name and he's dancing along. What have you sort of made of the development of that relationship?
That was awesome. Yeah, he actually said that as he's walking off. He's like, geez, it was a long way away from a few years ago when I was getting a different reception. You know, I said the same in Perth. The reception in Australia's been awesome the last couple of weeks since being home from the World Cup. Someone like Mitchie's front and centre for the T20 World Cup that we won a couple of years ago. Obviously, a big part of vice captain the last World Cup that we won. So he's should be getting the receptions that he's starting to get now. He's a champion, and yeah, as you can see, he's always up for a good time, having a laugh with the fans as well. I think so. It was really tough. Even the outfield's not very quick here, so yeah, 300 is probably worth at least 400. But yeah, the way he left and bided his time on day one, I thought was really impressive. Got us to an overnight total where we were only 3 down, and then kept going this morning. And yeah, I just thought his discipline, didn't miss out when the ball was in his area, but just his discipline to face whatever it was, at least 150, 200 balls, and guts it out was really important. That helped us get to that 300. Yeah. Yeah, you keep an eye on it. I think we got about 3 or 4 minutes back. We're 13 minutes down at one stage. I think we're 9 or 10 now. So yeah, keep half an eye on it. And then if it starts getting tight, start trying to make sure you can rein it in. But yeah, always just try and not waste too much time if we can. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I mean, I think when they were averaging 60 each year, you thought, oh, wow, that's going to be an outlier. And 4 or 5 years later, we're all kind of in awe that they've kept up that standard. So, they are still the batters. I think they're still. Wasn't long ago we had 1, 2, 3 ranked in the world, and they're all right up there. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start averaging 60, 70. But some of the toured India this year, some of the wickets in Australia haven't been like they were 5, 6 years ago either. So similar to Marnus's point today, his 60 or 70 was probably worth 100 odd in the context of the game. So yeah, you see the hours they put in the nets, they're still hitting it as well as they ever have. So wouldn't be surprised if they start churning out hundreds all the time.
Couple more folks will wrap up at the end.
Just with your bowling, occasionally if you hit better, it seems to be to the leg side at times. Can you talk through, I guess, why that might happen and how you go about just, I guess, getting your line back to what it ended up?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I think sometimes if I'm trying to bowl quite straight and attack the stumps, I probably err a little bit leg side, and other times if I'm trying to go through the channel, sometimes I err a bit wide. But yeah, it probably comes back to the feel thing. I want good kind of angles through the crease. I want my body going towards the keeper or even first slip. My natural tendency is probably to jump in, so I'm always trying to fight that a bit. But rhythm felt really good today. Run-ups are nice here at MCG, and yeah, I think most bowlers are at their best when they're getting it through kind of fourth stump.
And I think you quite a few years ago now that you gave some advice to Short Abbott, you said to him, you don't really try to swing the ball that often, and usually it's just going to hit the fourth stump. Like, is that pretty much the fundamental for you the whole way through?
Pretty much, yeah. Again, a lot of it comes back to feel, but something like the Babar ball, that wasn't a deliberate ball to seam in. That's 50-50 whether it's going to seam in or out. Try and create a bit of an angle, and if I don't know what it's doing, hopefully the batter doesn't know either. Whereas swing, it's a bit more predictable. The batter sees it a little bit earlier, and the margins are a little bit smaller. So yeah, it's try and swing the odd one, but it's rare most of the time. I'm trying to get a bit of seam off the wicket. Get Josh into the game, really. So I wasn't going to, hadn't really worked out the overs, but then I think we got a breakthrough, so I thought we'd go 2 quicks. Yeah, we got rid of those Pakistan wickets. That's certainly helped us bowlers a little bit. No, nothing in particular. Obviously, he's only batted 3 times now. He's a good player, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and scores runs at some point in the series. But we speak a lot about as bowling group what makes us a really good attack, and we don't try and change too much for each batter. Maybe a field placement here or there, but yeah, someone like Babar, let's try and bowl plenty of good balls in the right area, and hopefully the wicket does the rest.
Yeah, here we'll finish up with issues. Yeah.
Plan is working. Looks like it's. Do you think Australian plan is working? And do you reckon Pakistan status crumble or plan is working?
Yeah, I mean, probably not for me to say, but yeah, really happy with our effort. Again, it feels like there's enough there. So I felt like we bowled pretty well without much reward, kind of in that middle session. But yeah, I haven't felt like we've needed to reinvent the wheel yet. Don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it feels like it's getting probably better and better as the days go on.
Had a relaxed and retiring David Warner very hopefully suggested yesterday that he thought Marcus Harris should take over from him as opening batsman, and given you've got a direct line of the selectors, I wonder what your summary of that might be.
I'm not a selector. Obviously speak to them, but yeah, we'll work that out after the Sydney test. But honest answer is I haven't really been part of any conversation. I think everyone's just we've got a bit of time.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.